Stadium in Nigeria. It's the Nations Cup qualifier between the Super Eagles of Nigeria up against Bafana Bafana of South Africa. It's a game, of course, that South Africa will cherish in a great deal because they're still to beat Nigeria in all competitive games that they've played in the past, and this could be just the one.
Some desperate defending at the back for South Africa. Ball across, and this is going to sneak just wide of goal. Excellent opportunity going Nigeria's way. And Etebo, who came in late, put that just inches past.
Well, a real scramble of some sort here before that ball could fall to the number 14, who that is Kelechi, who beautifully turned it across the face of goal.
Now Kune, little touch over the top. Corner it will be. In picture, don't know if you know her, William. Now good cross here from Langerman. Akpay drops it. Chance! Oh, and it's the upright. How close South Africa were there to a gift goal.
That is exactly how I would have phrased it. Akpay comes up a long way. I thought it was a spectacular.
Look how close he was there. He reacted very quickly. You've got to give him credit for that, Themba Zwane. Now, good running on the overlap. Pashele gets the cross-in shot. Goal! Goal from Ranti. The man who loves scoring against the Super Eagles has done it again. Superb football from Bafana.
Indeed, Mphahlele for once, he finally gets the courage to go push a little bit forward, and the delivery was something out of this world.
Themba Zwane. Ranti into a bit of space here. Plays it back, lovely football. Themba Zwane. Oh, that's magnificent, and he hits the upright again. That upright twice now in this game. Look at Dolly now. Can he get on the other side of the defence? Dolly! Surely a penalty. Referee says no. Little bit of a face check on Keegan Dolly.
No, that should have been a penalty. His full hands into the chest of Dolly.
Turnover, Moses Simon and Didi forward. Matoho, not the most convincing of clearances. Chance for the Nigerians. This is better from the Super Eagles. Can they get the shot in though? Kune, tight angle. In trouble here, and they'll clear their lines. Bafana. Dean Furman gets the decisive touch. How close was this? Etebo didn't get a decent touch onto it. That was a real let-off for South Africa. Good work from Ahmed Musa since coming on, along with the other substitute, Kayode. Nigeria looking for an equalizer. On the edge of the area, Moses Simon cracks it. Tlachwayo breaks. Now South Africa, Percy Tau! Percy Tau! Carries on, can he score here? Yes, he can! 2-0, he was onside. Nigeria had everyone ahead, and South Africa celebrate with a second goal, and Percy Tau with his first touch coming on. It's 2-0 to Bafana. 2-0 is the scoreline. Well, you wonder.
All right, that's the bitter taste of defeat for Nigeria. South Africans finally breaking the jinx. You want to watch that game over and over and over and ask yourself what really happened. I'm Yemi Adebayo. That's how we welcome you to the show tonight. The hangover is still on. A lot of people are still shocked that South Africa beat Nigeria right here in Uyo. But some will say all is not lost. We can still qualify for the Nations Cup, and hopefully we won't get to the point where we start bringing out our calculators, because that's what we do when things like this happen. Well, because of the nature of the show tonight, we want you to be a part of everything that we're doing. We know you have a lot to say, and that's why we want you to contribute to the show with your views, your thoughts on the show. And this is how you can do it, just in case you join us for the very first time. You can get across to us on Facebook. You can get across to us on Twitter. You can let us know how you feel. Of course, on Facebook, it is channels-sports. On Twitter, it is at channels_sports. That's how you can get your views across to us on the show especially talking about the African Nations Cup qualifiers and a whole lot of other issues. The Nigeria Professional Football League was overshadowed by the crucial game on Saturday, but of course matches were played this weekend. We will talk about it. You can read up on all our top stories on www.channelstv.com. You can view those top stories on youtube.com/channelsweb. Let's take it a step further. If you want to view us live, go to channelstv.com for your iPad, your iPhone, and your BlackBerry. You follow the prompt, you'll be able to view us live. You can also download the Channels TV app for your Android, your iOS, and your Windows from their respective stores. And when you do that, you will be able to carry us with you everywhere you go. And that ensures that you're missing out on nothing that Channels Television has to offer. Let me quickly introduce my partners that will start off the show and end the show on a special night. I have Toby Adepoju and Onyenwuchi Onwachukwu with me. Guys, let me welcome you to the show. Probably a lot of sober reflection going on right now.
Yeah.
But Toby, you are in Uyo. Let me welcome you.
Yeah, good to be back in Lagos. Good to be here. You mentioned the fact that you want to see the game again. I don't want to see the game again. I just want that to pass away. I saw that game live from a good view. No one saw that coming. Not everyone were optimistic. The spirit was high. Just at some point, few days before the game in New York, I was having a chat with our colleagues, and I said, I'm having this feeling. Anytime Nigeria had this, belief that it is almost done, the players come out with a lot of, a big surprise, a lot of big shock, and they said, no, this is not possible this time. It is done deal for us, and we got to the pitch and considered 2 goals. So, I mean, it's a shocking defeat. It's very bad for General Trump. I mean, if you're going to lose your first game of Super Eagles, it should not be in front of your home fans.
Yeah, but thanks for having me. I mean. It's quite inexplicable, so shocking. And not only shocking, it was a shambolic display by the boys. And at whatever yardstick you're going to use, they didn't come to the party. And, I really want to congratulate the South Africans for what they did. They deserved their victory. They worked hard for it. They had that belief. The first 15 minutes they tried to study us, and when they observed that, we are not really, up to that level, they came into the game and they dominated. A lot of things have been said, since that game was played, and you want to look at it. Well, here is a man that has been unbeaten since he took over. Went to Zambia, beat the Chipolopolo of Zambia in Ndola. Beat highly rated the Algerian side. So what really went wrong? As you begin to look at it, a lot of talks about play a lot of new players and unblended players. Players that has not really seen the test of time. When they were one goal down, the reaction mattered. And did we have a leader? Did we have somebody to tell the boys that they can do it? This is the way to do it. Who have gone through that terrain before?
Big game experience.
So those were the issues. But for me, I think the hope is not lost, if you ask me. And I think Toby will agree with me. We still have about 5 more qualifiers. Yeah. And I'm relieved that this thing happened in the first game. You can imagine what would have happened if there were no window to remedy the situation, like it happened against South Africa and New York. That was the last game.
Against Guinea some years back.
So we have to do something fast. A lot of rejigging, there have been calls for more experienced players, and I think I want to, concur, especially those crucial levels, the midfield, the defense, the attack. You can bring in new players, it's not a problem, but you still need, the experience of some of the players that have been there before.
Yeah, a lot of views are out there, possibly can't take all, but Toby, one of those views is that even while we were winning, the problems that we all noticed, the problems that we know that the Super Eagles have, none of those problems have been sorted out in any way. Left back, even right back, even though some probably will still, you can argue about that, but probably the left back, almost everybody believes that there's something wrong. The combination of players in the midfield, a lot of people seem not to have a problem with the attack, aside having a point man.
Yeah.
Out and out striker, but with the other guys, really don't have a problem. So, do you agree with those who feel he actually didn't solve the problems? We're lucky to have won those 2 games. Is that really true?
No, it's not going to be fair on General Trust to say we're lucky to win those games, especially when we play away from home. Let's say we had more quality players in court, available for those games. In those games you mentioned, there was Balogun at some point. Ikeme was available. John Mikelobi was available.
Victor Moses.
Victor Moses was also available, I think, for the Tanzania game. So if you look at the complement of players that were available in terms of experience and quality, you can see we're a bit, short of those quality in this game. Mika wasn't available. Moses got injured according to report. Ikeme got injured, and then maybe at the back also Balogun. You could recall Balogun and comparing was almost looking perfect after the first 3 games. A lot of great understanding between both sides. How they were almost looking perfect, and Balogun wasn't available for this one. There was no Mikel, the captain of the side. It looks as if there was nobody to push the team in terms of from leadership part on and off the pitch, and then going forward in the final third. You said it, we need a point man. It is obvious Iheanacho can be a point man for us. There was a long bus dropping from Onazi. Iheanacho could not chase. Okay. I think the most thing General Trust need to understand at this moment right now, Iheanacho can play as a centre forward man.
All right.
So also, hopefully, if most of these guys come in, it will have quality. So we can say General Trust has been lucky. I mean, it was more of the fact that some of the key players were not available. I don't think if you have a Victor Moses on the flank, in Mikel in the middle of the park, and a Balogun, at the central pairing with Ekong, it could have been better. Maybe yes, it came in also, Daniel Kwesi, so to speak. Okay. It could have been better.
All right.